Hey there, so let's create a community for our audience. So by clicking on that circle, you can start your first community circle. And any of these templates can be fully customized to have a community element in it. So just choose one of the templates that you like the most. And let's go with community. So the idea behind a community, it's really can vary, but basically the idea is to have a way for your, audience to communicate between themselves and you. And for you to be able to share information, videos, and whatnot with them. So, the main idea is to have and utilize the social widgets, the community ones, which are the comments area, discussions, moments, and forums in most cases. So, this template starts with this main page, which is the wall. Of course, it can be whatever type of a main starting point of your community to be. But in this case, yes, we have the wall where people can start, creating posts like this one. Start a post with different, with a poll, in this case, with upvotes and downvotes, comments, reactions, whatever you want inside of the posts. Then you can have some way of sharing your media, for example, your media for videos, which again, people can start commenting, reacting, etc. The discussion, I think it's very important as well to allow your clients to, your customers and your community members to be able to communicate between themselves utilizing the chat type of a format, where they have channels like Discord and you can have different messages and create threads as well, which is very cool in my opinion. You can create whatever type of pages and groups as well to organize your content. Like in this case, we have some series that people can start watching, like combination of courses and communities at the same time, utilizing the video elements, the video playlists, etc. You can have like special offers. Maybe you have products that you want to sell to your community members. You can just add such page and add the widget that you want in that page. In this case, we have store products, which is, a great way to sell any type of merchandise or any type of a product that you want. But let's say that you want to have a place where they can also book a meeting with you. Let's say you're having such a service. So you can just duplicate this page if you have still some products that you want to sell, but you want to have another one. So you can just delete this widget and drag and drop the appointment scheduling. So there you can select the event if you have such event created, and you can have it available now for people to schedule a meeting with you. So that's if this is type of a business that you're running, you can have people to schedule a meeting via the appointment scheduling, and you can click on save. Of course, you can customize what you want to call this page by going to the settings, let's say appointment. And then, of course, you can make it not hidden and change the icon as well to something like a calendar. And people can schedule a meeting with you. And of course, you can charge for this meeting if you want, whatever the idea behind your community is and what actions you want them to take and to interact with you or between themselves. Then you have here a cool idea for having announcements. For example, this is again utilizing the walls and forums, and you have here the ability to make it only admins to be able to post. The idea here is that people can still comment if you want them to, react, etc. But only you as admins or admins and moderators can post posts in this specific area. So this is a great way to do some kind of announcements for your users, and you can utilize the mentioning of at everyone so they can also get a notification and an email when you do some kind of an announcement in this area. Then you have the suggestions. This is again an idea for a page that you can have in your community. Again, these are just suggestions. If you don't like a specific idea, just delete it. The idea here behind the suggestion is, again, you have a wall, but you can have it in a compact manner, and you can have it with whenever somebody posts a post, they can have it a vote and downvote type of a post, and they can suggest stuff where people can comment, react, and upvote if they like this suggestion that they made. So it depends on what kind of a business you have, and if you want something like that, you can absolutely utilize the walls and forums. Then the wall in general, it's a great way to do all sorts of different things, because you can do type of a forum-like format where you can have different walls that you want to name them however you want, and then you can organize them. You can have people to comment, to go to a specific forum-like place and create their posts. So this is a great way to organize walls in such formats to look like a forum, if you want to have it like that. And this is the basics basically around a community, having the ability for them to communicate between themselves. Whenever you're done with your circle, you simply click on publish and you can now start interacting with it. Again, here we have some dummy posts that we just created. Of course, you can create a new one. Any of your members can do that as long as the settings allow it to. So you can create, let's say, post 2. You can have an image there. You can have a body of your content. Again, a poll if you want to have a poll or not. It's entirely up to you how you wanna have it. And then create the posts with reactions or with a voice and downloads inside of your posts. And the post is ready, and now people can start reacting, commenting, etc. Again, the video media, it's a great way. And here it is a preview. You can have this type of organization of your videos, so people can now start reacting. They can leave messages, start mentioning people. It's a great way of sharing any type of media format. Again, they can be in playlist format, they can be in single videos, however you want it to be. Then we have the discussions. I think this is a great way for communication between your users in different channels that you can organize. And they can create messages, replies, threads, reactions, mentioning. Here we have some series. Again, this is a type of folder format, so you can organize more content. And again, in each one, you can have more information. In this example, it's utilizing the tracking. So basically making something like a mini course inside of your community. So people can mark as complete. If you do that, that will change the status. And we'll see that in a moment in the analytics. Then we have the special offers here, the very example of a page that you can have with some stored products that you can, sell. So people can go see the product, add the cart, then go to checkout and, purchase some of your products and services maybe that you provide inside of your community. The announcements only for admins. You don't see it because you're not an admin. That's why people would be able to see only posts. So if we make this user as an admin, they'll be able to see and respectively posts. But because it's not, they don't see it. Now, the suggestions, again, people can create suggestions and they can, have, let's say, suggestion 1 and some body of the suggestion, of course, and have it as an upvote and download. So that, actually, the format here is a bit, we can have it in the compact format like this, which is more like a suggestion board. So this way, people, when they see it, all right, this is a very cool suggestion. They see the post, all right, I like this one, this suggestion, and they can vote it. And this way, you can, find and you can create suggestion boards of this sort, with, of course, with comments, with reactions, etc. And appointments, the new page that we just added for the ability of people to schedule a meeting with you. They can choose a date, time, and submit the form. So this is a great example of different pages that you can add inside of your communities. I know that you can make and create as big as you want, and it includes whatever pages and stuff you want inside of it. Now, you can, of course, make it as an open community so that anybody can join, but make it maybe a payment community. So you can go into the settings of your whole circle, and inside you have the access level. So you can make it only for members, logged in members, or you can make it for payment required. So that if you want people to pay to be parts of this membership program, you can set up the name of the product and you can set up the price. And if you want it to be a recurring fee as well. So if you want every month or every week or every year for them to be charged in order to remain in the community. So you can set it up here and let's say $10 every month is what is the membership fee for having access to this community. Then, of course, you have other customizations, but you probably saw it in the previous video. But you can see them here. And here is an example of some of the completions of the content we have here in the series. If you want in your community to have some tracking courses, etc., you can track completion rates as well inside. Now we have the community to be $10. We don't have any purchases yet. But now, as a member, if I go inside and I haven't purchased it, I'll see this trial screen where it does not allow me to gain, consume anymore. I'll have to purchase access in order to gain access to this whole community. So now we have a paywall inside of it. If you want to give access to people manually to your communities in your circles, you can absolutely do that from inside. You have the paid access area, so you can give them manual access if you want to that specific circle and community. So they will be able to see it. So if you give them access, now if you preview as a member, you'll now be able to again see it because we manually added that member as a member to the community itself. So this is how easy it is to organize your content. Again, you can drag and drop any type of element inside to create whatever type of communities you want. But the most important parts are the social elements like comments area, voice in forums, discussions, ability for them to talk between themselves, to create posts, discussion boards, to consume media with the videos and playlists. I think that's very cool. Again, if you have such area, and to organize and utilize the widgets in different ways for them to talk between themselves, to create content, etc. Something really cool that you can also add is a page anywhere into here. I mean, it's not necessary, to be honest, because they can always click on the profile icon and they can see all the different circles and communities that you have inside. Like in this example, we have a few more courses and stuff inside, plus the community that we just enrolled. So they can go and navigate anywhere and also find others, communities and courses. But you can create such page here inside as well, by just dragging and dropping the circles area. So just for the sake of the example, you can just drag it anywhere. And these circles would be possible for them to see. So if you go and just preview, they'll be able to see what circles are available, mine, all circles, and they can go and see that circle. If it's a community, if it's a course, they can find more and more stuff that you have inside of your whole website or a funnel, whatever you have created this community inside. So this is the communities. Super cool, super easy. You can have your own community basically within a few minutes. Just organize it however you want and just launch it right away. If it's open, if it's paid, if it's members only, you name it, you can create it. I hope that you enjoyed this video and talk to you in the next one.